Connecting. Let's see here. I see we're connected on YouTube, but not yet on Rumbles. Thank you. Oh, and then we're down at camera. We are starting off super well. Hello, Loki. Loki, we're not having another whole surfers show. It's Rumble. Where are you, Rumble? Where are you? Okay, are we really live? Let's see here. All right, brilliant. Welcome to the 16th Sunday, 16 October. Nope. It's November in the year of the 2025. Do we have a chat? Let's see here, Phoenix. Do we really work? Welcome. All right. Good. All right, chat's working. Rumble. I see. All right, we're here. I'm here. Someone's here. Oh, that's probably just me. But welcome on in to the circus. We are here. It is Sunday. Loki would like snacks. It's not time yet. And Phoenix, this, oh, good. All right, we're just gonna pet Loki because he is trying to woo you all in to help hang out with us while we make stuff. What is on board today? I need to crochet one more of the little gold flowers. We have to attach that on. We should probably work on the necklace mostly. Even though Sundays generally we try to sew clothes, but this project needs to get done because I need to do the other project. Hello YouTube, hello Rumble. Welcome. I hope everyone's Sunday is going. Loki and I would like to wish you all well. I think this being funny. That's just weird. I'm like pointing at you all with claw fingers. Oh, yes. It feels like autumn. Here's another reminder, if you are planning on making stuff for the holidays, you probably might need to get on it depending on how long things are going to take you because time is dwindling onwards. Alright, Loki, what should we do? Let me grab the necklace. Here's where we're at. I thought that maybe it would be a good time to, with the gold thread, start stitching out the placement for the leaves and the scroll work, because we'll do that next, followed up by the cut work section, because where it's white around these red flowers, there's going to be some gold leaves that are connecting to the gold flowers. And from the top, like a scroll that covers two sections. Then there'll be black line work after that. So there's quite a bit of stitching left here on this project. And if I'm going to have it ready by Christmas, I probably need to get to it. Here you are. The bias cutter tool. You've been looking around all day, all morning so far. I know I put you someplace safe, but in family tradition, safe is. I forgot where that spot is. This just looks like Loki talking. No, Loki talking. It's hands, Loki, and that's where we're at. Oh, we're covering stuff up. Yeah, so that's where we're at. All right, Phoenix, just start sewing. Get collected. Welcome to the little analog disaster. We try to be high tech, and we're just a simple sewing show. Let's take the hoop. Fortunately, I remember I only have one hoop. And I'm going to move over to the spot where I have both the red flower stitched and the gold flower also stitched. So we'll start in that area. Can you kind of see in the shadows here with pencil? I started sketching out where I thought some leaves and flowers might be good. Flowers and scrolls might be good. Because I was having blank page syndrome, even though there's stuff on here. Like, one shot at this, really. I can kind of take stuff apart, but it's kind of not really. These things are getting filled in. I don't want to squish the crochet flowers too much. All right, why are you so bored to force in here? Get in there. All right, we are Phoenix. We are hooped. Let's see here. We're just going to pretend that this is my pencil and we're just going to start sketching. If anything, what we sketch is going to get cut off at worst, and at best it will become incorporated. But what if we start a scrolly from, oh, Loki's tail is in the way, and like here, I come around towards the top. This way over this section. Maybe I think that'll be the same as the structural cord, and then we'll do some leaves going from the bottom of the red flower towards the gold. All right, I guess what do we got to lose but for starting, because these stitches aren't going to stitch themselves, and nobody knows what this is going to look like, and I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. I just need to stop stressing about it because it's not that big of a deal. Just going to take a second and snip some threads around this red circle. Carefully. Not to trim the fabric yet. It will be cut away, but thank you, sweet fluff. Hello, welcome. I do have a face. Oh, there goes my pencil. I don't have enough here to like stick it in anything right now. Can we do a bow and something and get stitching? I love how it says everything's still connecting, but I think we're actually live. Brilliant. Rumble, you're something else. Let's stitch it on. All right. All right, let's get tucked in. And let us begin. Welcome. I am the ringleader of this little disaster that could. Phoenix Electra. I'm working on this awesome necklace for my mummers. She asked for it. Are we set to go? Let me just double check the machine here, because there we go. Slowly. Yeah, it'll start to look more on the camera as we fill in the sections, but yeah, sometimes just doing the what did I say? Next to draw the line here. I'll just follow this. No, why are we stuck here? Look go, boys and girls. It's not that hard. Be afraid of the empty spaces. What I am afraid of is all of these. No, don't. Ah! Zoom it in. How's that actually look though? All these things. Ooh, that's not terrible. Let's see if I'm gonna just have my fingers in the way again. Because, you know, no matter where the camera is, my fingers are probably in the way of the machine. But there, that's not the worst view ever. Some of these extra threads, I don't need to, oh, yeah, actually, you know where I really need to do that? It's on the bottom. Where's tidy up. Tidy up. You know, let's incorporate this top of this flower here. It's gonna carry it over. Let's start. What did I just do? Oh, yeah. So let's start cord stitching our way back here, because what do we have to lose? Nothing. Oh. And it is the same material that I used for the little red flowers, and it happens to be right here. What are we dropping? We're always dropping tools. That'll keep things. Oh no, get your hand out of the way, Phoenix. Got some continuity in all of the different textures and materials that are in play here. Yeah. Gonna leave a little tail. Oh, no. I was trying to figure out how to use this tail that's already here, but we'll get to there. Let's just start with the where we stitched. I don't like that one. And this is kind of a pain, this thread. Oh. Phoenix, do you have a tool? So you're not. Let me see if I can be a better hostess and use my extendo fingers, because go gadget sewing stitches. This is good for my fingers too, so I can just gently move the fabric back and forth. Just trying to use my boobs to maneuver the fabric. Okay, Phoenix, they're contained right now. And I'm just gonna grab some extra thread here. Rotate along. It will take a second, and I need to use my extra fingers so that I'm not so close to the needle. Oh, let's get sewing. Ooh, we need to off keys. Really slowly stitching over that gold thread super close along the path that I stitched initially with the claw. I should have left the needle in place. I'm trying really hard. This thread loves to split like there's no business about it. So crocheting with it was really, yeah, especially with this needle. I do have it close by. Where's the camera? Nope, wrong end. Focus on the hook. Yeah, that is a crochet hook, but that is a tiny size 16. We have something to compare it to that people know. Hook and bar. And we don't know how to be a streamer. Fluff it all. All right, let's put that away. I don't need to lose any of my tools. Let's get back to sewing. We are not coming unhinged. We are coming together in stitches. We come in stitches. No, I kind of don't mind the gold going over it. Sometimes, oh, your fingers in the way. I'll show you when I get it stitched down. Sometimes flowers get caught up in their leaves and tendrils or in the vine. Fence. As if I wasn't going slow enough, but there's a lot of stitches in this area. So I'm trying to be careful. We're going to rotate. See, there's now the gold that we're stitching is starting to show up better. You go away. Who said you were? There we go. So I'm just gonna go back the way I came. A time where I could probably start the cover almost. Let's get this done. See if we're gonna do some more leaves, because that would be something. You know what? That's what we could use this for. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, Phoenix. It will get tucked away somewhere. I'm just wrapping the thread around my pinky as a tensioner and using my thumb and index finger to gently apply pressure because I don't have a presser foot on, and B, that's my drawing tool. Right now, basically, I'm just tracing the line of stitches I put in earlier. Up straighter, see what you're doing. Slow down, slow down. Okay, I was just checking. Something didn't feel quite right. I want the back to be just as beauteous as the front. I'm going to go over the satin stitching again. Right now I'm just trying to get it held in. Hold down, because then we'll start to cut out tiny sections, do the black lace work in the cut work sections, and then go over the gold work to hide where the black lines are. Okay, I know that's a lot. It's a lot of words that I realize I don't have a visual example of right next to hand. Actually, I do. Here's some examples of stitching that we might do later on. This is on water soluble stabilizer. Hello, Allie. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, except for the chat. Getting chat to show up on screen is a failure, but I am trying to be all fancy pants, using cord with satin stitch top, holding it in place. Yes, indeed. Yes, glad work is fancy pants. We are fancy and we are glad that we get to stitch on this most amazing necklace collar piece for the mummers, even though this spool of thread, if you accidentally catch it, can I get it to focus? There's a little spot where it's just trying to split. I know, I'm trying to, too many fancy things. Fancy pants camera angles, fancy pants cats. I wasn't sure how I was feeling, so I was like, Phoenix, put on the silk chemise and your stays. Put on some bright red, and just call it a show. Oh man, ow, Allie, if that cord was thicker, could have used the basic normal foot and sew through the cord. If this thread didn't split like a mofo every time the needle accidentally, I think that would be a disaster. To actually, I hear you. And then there's this material. Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of just tacking it down. I'm not doing my like bestest satin stitch again because there's white is all getting cut away. Oh god. Oh. Just need to get it started. There will be more satin stitching. I hope you've been doing all right, Allie. There's my spool somewhere. I'm just gonna do little sections at a time. Oh, it looks too thin to sew through, but it didn't think it would split. Yeah, there's, do I have? Oh yeah, because did this, the stars are out of the same material, and every time I got the ridiculously, no, we're here, tiny crochet hook, don't go dark on me. Oh man, these little stars were really hard, and I've got one more to do. Hello, Jess, welcome, welcome. I don't think any thread, unless there's no thread that's too skinny to not split, or I just have this magical superpower, but also I break needles at the eye hole and do funny things. Yeah, it's like a bunch of monofilament metallics put together. So if any of those words, if you know any of those words in consecutiveness, you know this material is kind of be tricky. And again, I need to know where my material is, but I'm trying not to roll it so I don't put kinks in the metal. Ow, because I don't want it to hurt Mom's neck. Oh, this. But that's all going to get covered over with the jeans. Happy stitches. People are just full of happy stitches. We will at one day figure out how to get chat to show on screen again. I just wasn't smart enough yet. Don't try to purposely do bad satin stitches this go around. I'm glad I chose to do pencil instead of pen for the drawing of my sections, because I know nothing's going to bleed, it's going to get funny, and it's all probably going to get cut off anyway, so that's good. Oh no! I heard you'd been poorly, and I notice when you're not around. It has been an autumn. I don't know. Has it been since like September? They're funny. Here, I'm just gonna try to get super close to the other section. I'm not gonna cut through that. I just want it to look full and like they were always there. Oh, boo, boo, boo. Oh no! Oh. Oh, into lungs, back, legs, triangle. Oh no, you're having a segment into oh, you have to segment moving into manageable parts. Start to leave me gasping. Oh no, are you having, oh, that's respiratory problems are no good. You're having trouble keeping up with everything, and the winter isn't going to help either. Ugh. It sucks when parts are failing and then it just feels like managing failing parts. Oh, that. We're here to keep you company when you feel well enough to be around. I hope things start to. Oh no! Oh, oh, it's not helping. Yeah, winter is sucky of its own right. Ew. Yeah, I feel not their feels. I have seen a lot of six, and not just like little things. It is a lot of legitimately a lot of big things, and then also an insignificant amount of it, feeling as if things are huge that are really much ado about nothing. But what are you gonna do? All right, let me trim this so that we can take a look. What if I can? Phoenix, just lay it flat. Oh my god, I am a terrible hostess today. Oh, you're right. Okay, caught up in chat. Everything's going. Things are coming along, Phoenix. Don't stress out. There's things that we can do, and then there's the slow but surely things that we can work on when we can work on them. Should we put a leaf over this section? I think why not? Because we'll do a filled leaf and not a covered leaf. Because that'll add another layer of. Let me just put it this way. That's the way it wants to fall. Another layer. Oh, and I'm not working where anybody can see where my brain is thinking. There we go. I have this tail from this flower, and it wants to lean this way. So I think I'll couch it down for a leaf, and then we'll fill it in. So we're going to do as much, all the filling sections before I start the cut work, because it's just easier that way. That's what I'm gonna do. Boo, boo, boo. There's, oh, Phoenix, I really need to stitch myself back together because I too, for all sorts of, I've just been trying to come apart at the seams and I cannot have it right now. I haven't got time for that yet. Oh, maybe here we can see Allie. Can I get this to show? Here's the edge of that monofilament. It's all slit, that thread. Oh, it's a pain in the fanny to work through. You know what, maybe let's get that section attached first. It's like, not just hide it and not have it unravel anymore. I'm gonna see how much I can just hide in the couching. We're just gonna just tuck all of that away. Nobody knows it ever existed. It's the couching equivalent of throwing it in the closet, locking the door, and then throwing away the key. All right, is that? Let's rotate. Oh yeah, that'll be good. That's a huge leaf for this tiny little flower. That's what about that? What if rotate it, make it your fingers, make it two little leaves to connect those two gold flowers. That is the winner. We'll still fill them, but then we've got, okay, yes, I think so. Allie's, don't come apart at the seams. That just means more work fixing the seams. Exactly. Yes, we're trying to do prophylactic mending. What can we smush back together? Oh, thank you, Dove. I forgot some Chernobyl water, some tea. Fluffing around on this leaf setup here. Oh, that's right, because the petals are. Why am I fluffing around on this? It's because, oh, I lost a camera. How is it good if, like, does it play if the screen is on? I need to do a hand up. All right, there we go. Fluffing around on this leaf. Do we do 2 leaves out of this? Or just change the direction of the leaf? I don't know. Just change the shape of the leaf and make it a little bit smaller. All right, I like this better. All right, we're committing. Let's judge it on. I'm gonna really carefully. Just taking a couple stitches through the crocheted flower there. All right. Here's our leaf. I just made it a little bit smaller because the proportions were not working for me. Let's make it more of a ovoid leaf. Alright. Yes, they're all gonna be different. Stop stressing. It's gonna be okay. Oh, fall for nutters. This one. It is going to make me crazy, but it looks so pretty that we will keep stitching. Risk of bloodshed, and this is not good. Let's do a rotational movement. And see, I have snips to clean up all this atrociousness at the end. Just move this chunk over. Try that to be on the inside just a little bit. Good fabric wrestling right now. I feel like I'm thread wrestling. No. Oh, Phoenix, this is going to be a filled leaf. There's more room to catch all of this stuff, and you don't need to panic. It doesn't need to all come at once. Hey. Yeah, this is starting to remind me more and more of Victorian Edwardian Redbird gold jewelry, all that gold scroll work jewelry stuff. Just good, because now it's the inspiration. How do I want to fill? I want to trim this out of my way. Oh, Phoenix. Oh, those are not Phoenix. Yes, that does look nice. Thank you, Ellie. Oh, just I like how your moment. Oh, how the Mummer's next piece is coming along. Me too. Oh, me too. I am so excited by this. Also, I'm really enjoying the process of it. I don't know, maybe my ego is too much in the way of thinking, there's not new stuff like this. Like, do I want to satin stitch these leaves like I did? You know what? I mean, yes, but let's just not do them filled. I mean padded. Those are the words. Holy moly molies. It's so funny. Like, I'm glad I got all the pieces for the art quilt. My siblings say, I really want you to make sure this is done. And I've got everything. I need to iron the pattern. So I think I'm going to, what's my words? Trace little add-on sections for the piece section. Trace new copies of the pieces that are not finished yet. So I can treat them as little individual applique pieces and then reapply them to the whole, because I think I need to do some satin stitching. Welcome to Restitch stuff that I have something completely different at the analog sewing shop. Little circus. You like hit one of the filaments with the needle and then it pulls it from further out. Oh, it's such a pain in the funny to stitch with. Yeah, it looks like wonder, I'm thinking about when at the very end with a toothpick taking like a tiny dab of freight check in different sections. Just because. Let's do another line of satin stitching and some more little. Oh, make sure your tension's right. So glad I didn't force myself to finish all of the red flowers before I started on the Goldberg here. I am getting bored and didn't really want to work on that section. There's only a couple left. I was like, I don't feel like it. You can kind of see a little bit of the white peeking through. Let's do some more filling. Yeah, so let me see here. And then there's the first leaf. Move it. There we go. Red flower, gold flower, little gold leaf. That's really sweet. That's kind of good. Let me just do some more filler stitches like right here so it looks uniform. It's fine. We're doing color, but I'm not going to cut out like tiny stinking wool. That's not going to happen. I think this leaf is good. Let's trim this. Let's get a different camera angle, and then we'll figure out what. Yeah, see, the back is not too terrible. Not necessarily my bestest work, but that's also why I think to just do a little dab of something at the end, and then. No, here's the bottom. Here's our flower, and here's our first little gold leaf, and here's the red, and then maybe we'll make the gold a little bit thicker, just a tiny bit, and then we'll leave some empty sections for black open work. Wow, my brain just tried to fart out of its head. Brain, I need you in my head. I was thinking of some like smoothie thing. I have to be kidding. Right, just gently tautening it. I'm trying really hard not to pull on it too much as I go along so that I don't like misshapen it. But again, cut work. Alright, so let's do like a swag thing from here. It's gonna help add a connector layer between these red flowers, and I don't know where to look. At my camera. It's just kind of like mimicking the lines at the bottom. Swoop. It doesn't right now. Okay, there we go. Then maybe we'll do Phoenix, what are you doing? Should we have this gold section be all thick between these flowers and then do cut work around the bottom? Or, you know what, it doesn't matter. Let's table that thought. Move to this flower and start the next swoopy bit. If anything else, we'll just cut all that away and it'll be open work anyways. So. I'm just trying to start here. I like this a little better. Just trying to start to fill up the empty space so that I don't have blank page problems. Now my brain is getting all kerfuffled. Stop that brain. Where do I really want to stitch? Where are we stuck? There. Let us be free. The real question is, how much black to gold work do I want in these sections? Do I feel like doing? Well, that swoopy was good, and then we'll carry it around to flip around the other way. All right, you can't see what I'm doing because my finger is not in the right place. Do I want to do these thick gold? Yeah, let's just do one, or at least, oh, we can do 2 solid gold bars, and then we'll do fill cut work inside of them, and then we'll do cut work on the outside of them because Phoenix likes to. Because Phoenix likes to, that is the only reason I need. Leave the tail long because I'll get that stuck in at the end. Just bring attention to flowers. What's next to the red flowers? Because I don't, in my head, I haven't processed out if it makes more sense to do the gold work and then the red on top of it, or vice versa, or does it matter because it's a jewelry piece and not a garment that is it's gonna take different wear? And the answer is I don't know. So we'll just figure that as we go. But okay. And then you go just next to the red. really hard not to split it. So to get right next to the red, I don't necessarily want to or need to stitch into the red because that's a section that is just going to exist as it is. Let's do a little cleanup duty. Okay. And this is going to be fun as we continue to add different materials and change the thickness. Putting the hoops on, I might need to switch to a different twisty hoop instead of a. Well, this kind of is like the swoops on old-fashioned necklaces. I have to say, ouch, it's not like the thread went through my finger. Oh, here. So I keep forgetting, we gotta touch this. That's not anything. All right, here, carrying on. Oh, Allie in full Dana Carvey church lady. Phoenix likes doing cut work, makes more work for Phoenix. Could it be more satin stitching? I think so, because we know there's always, does anybody, is I think satin stitch is just one of those love-hate relationships. You love it, but you hate that you have to do so much of it. But yeah, oh, which camera is frozen? We should be back in stitches now. For my clothes, there we go. Yeah, I have to remember to touch it because I can't remember how to have it be always on. So Dub, every 10 minutes I gotta touch it. All of those borders for cut work. I know. Yup. Yeah, because then the bottom. Yeah, let's do these gold little. Oh, we'll exaggerate this like heart shape for this gold. And then there's going to be so much little black color that I'm going to have to do unfilled on a single thread because it's going to need to be super fine to not look too thick and tatty. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of garment sewing for the foreseeable future. Everything being, oh, there, oh, yeah, see, here's the heart shape that's coming along. No camera frozen unless they are frozen in hell. And why would that be? Hello, Horror, welcome. I see you sneaking in there. Welcome. I hope things are, oh, the Horror is, welcome. Hopefully we don't have too many Hordorable hearts on this stitching. Oh, here we go. And here's where we're exaggerate that little heart shape so that it kind of makes sense. There we go. I know, that's why I'm like, oh, sister, you want me to work on that other project, but this is gonna take, oh, I have so many hours of stitching to do. I need to need to test Phoenix's fanny sitting abilities. Alright, it doesn't matter if there's this little section. Oh, that's the bottom anyway. Oh, Phoenix, it's fine. What did I have a go there? That looked dumb. It's fine. It's fine, Phoenix. Just sew it on. We get matched up here. Kind of not wrong. It's fine. They don't need to be matchy, matchy, matchy. Let's do padded couch stitching. Good. How? Look, it's a good thing I have 2 rolls of this. Like, I didn't think we were gonna do all this padded satin stitch, but I think these heart shapes will look more full and nice if we do it this way in a circular fashion. Oh, geez. Fluff and fluff and fluffs. Everything is funny, so I'm just sitting down and making stuff. What are you doing, Loki? Loki, did you try to fall off your chair? Bruna's just like, I hope she didn't want more crochet motifs like my yoke, and I'm giving her this like overly stitched. Making stuff for other people is a whole other level of. It's just different. Oh, Alien, good. I'm glad you're laughing. I'm out of Church Lady after I have typed all of that good, and the chat is now showing upside down in the right screen. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I don't know. At least it's not you're not chatting in French. At least it's not French. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend. Oh, right. Yes, we're just gonna pretend this is like a heart-shaped leaf that both of these flowers share. They're sharing. I'm looking at all the sections where I know I want to do cut work and all of this isn't at this, but it does need to hold together and not. Oh gosh! All right. Silly. The left screen close-up view. It should be back now. No. Touching the screen. There we are. Yes. Okay, good. I remembered to touch it again. No, oh, Haley, no, my keyboard has remained in English. Right, I know. Your computer's trying to do the funniest things to you. Like, talking about com-ops. Gee, many Christmas. I am trying to be careful that everything isn't butted completely next to each other. Oh, Phoenix, it's okay. There'll be time to make sure that it's filled up enough. You can always add more stitches. Yay. Yeah, it'll be fun. So I'm just sewing in this spiral shape. Just because that's what I feel like doing. My brain almost had a second of like, I'm gonna run out of thread for this project, but I'm like, look at, no, I have plenty. You don't have to have fear of running out syndrome. There's other golds you can mix in with other textures. It's not the end of the world. It is funny, I'm using this like more matte color thread to cover over the shiny sparkle leaves, so you'll just get like hints. Oh, that's okay. Phoenix, this is working out. Welcome to the episode where Phoenix has self-confidence and she's not the shittiest art stitcher ever. The second worst. Did I get on the bottom thread? Oh yes. Yes, we did. Here's that. Oh, where is it? Where's that shape coming along? I kind of like it. And it's actually, so that's the bottom. It's upside down section. I probably will fill it in a little bit more in there because I don't like all that white is showing through. A tiny bit we can, like, here, but this section, no. All right, let's clean under the hood and load in. Where, Bobbin, I see there's supposed to theoretically thread here. What's going on? Check your tools. Nope, you're basically empty. Okay. Let's see you. Got a bobbin holder container. I don't think these were my secrets, but the containers still work. Them Altoid tins. Ooh, these ones were good though. These Newman's cinnamon lozenge pasty things. Those weren't bad. We only want cinnamon candy. And they bring back fireballs. Oh man. Probably not. Who's in the chat loves cinnamon flavored candy? And those, oh man, why did I think about those cinnamon jumbo jelly beans? All right. Oh, Phoenix, do not itch your lip and get red lipstick on this necklace for the long look. There's a couple places where I'm going to need to do some. Need to trim these sections. Oh, can I do it now? I'm going to do some of these trimming later because it's stressing me out trying to do it, but I'm afraid to do it right now. Lest I cut something that I shouldn't. So let's just get back to sewing. That feels less stressful. It feels like I have control of something. I know, Allie, who doesn't like Christmassy cinnamon scented bobbins? Exactly. Freshness as it unravels, new from Blamo. You need your straight for the holiday season in these adorable little tins. The Blamos. And oh, no, those are the buttons. We've got Run 10. What? For your button, your scented button or bobbin needs. Oh, and look, we've even got holiday colors on top. Ugh. You just snap in the freshness. You don't like the scent? You can change it. You can have peppermint. You can have cinnamon. You want it, you can smell it. Fresh off the assembly line for the 2025 holiday season. Be sure to not be the last one on your block for this year's special edition products. All right, oh, that's right. It's okay. We're gonna stitch over this again. Just trying to be as good as we can. It's gonna take me forever. That's alright. I think I've got 40 hours between now and the last day to post things out. Yes, exactly. Allie will button you up in freshness from the same people that brought you the Goopy Eyelet collection. You now can scent your eyelets and your button closures. Folks, scented bobbins available now, fresh for this holiday season. Don't be left out in the cold. Oh, that's why it's not working right. Let the good times roll with Blammo. Allie, you might be the best copy. Ow. Does this tool apply is this a quarter attacher? Is this a cording thing? I should just look it up, but I'm like, oh, because I see how it's got these like ridges and a little pivot thing. I think I'm gonna try it. Not right now, because we're working on this other thing, but this tool has been around and it's been confusing me. I think next week. Ooh, Jess, welcome. Well, oh, enjoy the end of your softball dinner. You have fun. You too. You guys have been. I don't, Jess. You enjoy the softball dinner. Have fun. Sew something good, special. So joy you shall have, or yummy food. Yes, that is a bed cording attachment. Sweet. All right, we have not played with that. I don't know how long that's been hiding out in my drawers, taunting me. Really called an underbraider. So I've had an underbraider. I don't know how long that's been sitting around. Well, all right. So we do have an underbraider. I don't need to be on the let's see. Why are we all fluffed up wrong? So I really do just need to shop my stash. I have fun weird things. Oh, it's because there. No, we stitch and then we sew. What? Oh, and I need to slice through my stitching. What are you doing? It's been a while since we've had. It's been a while since we had all sorts of weird random mistakes of like, Phoenix, you're stitching like you've never stitched before. No, it happens sometimes. Your craft just takes you down at the knees and just humbles you of like, do I really know what I'm doing? Make sure we've done this before. Oh yeah, this is good. This is gonna be something else. And then I'm gonna want to make one for myself. And this is really fun. I could do more of these. Almost. Alright, let's trim that and go around and try to fill in the stitches a little bit. Oh, Brie, no, you're not gonna do like an, oh, are we outlining everything? Oh, don't you even see those words? My brain was asking itself, are we gonna like outline with a little line of black satin stitching, or are we gonna outline in black? I don't know yet. Now I'm just gonna fill in. I see white. So let me get. Let's just make sure I can see where we're stitching. Okay. I just feel like smoothing areas out a little bit. What's up, Lucky? Yeah, you think we're late for snack time? You think you need snackies? Where it doesn't look like it doesn't. Where it looks full, I'm just dragging it over. I don't have an exact method to the madness right now. Just don't see white spots. Just doing little satin stitches in between the corded sections. Right over that. I'm just gonna fill it. Alright, let's take this off and think about what's next. Probably some more gold work because I'm not doing the cut work black until the very end. And here, here we have it. Hey, Loki Fluff. Oh, hey. You think it's time for snackies? Do you think it's the Loki show? Do you think you're handsome? Do you think you're handsome? And you would. Oh, Loki. I don't think they want that angle. Corn Pop said yesterday, this is not the Loki gets a colonoscopy show. Loki, careful with that tail. Thank you. you have to say? You'd like it now. I'll get you some snacks. Also, I was reviewing how to use the Shearing Foot, and I realized I have not oiled the presser foot tensioner, and I probably should put a drop so I can measure and unscrew it to loosen the tension so I can actually use that foot differently, because I've got it working, but I can make it work different. Loki, you think it's snack time? Is it time for cats to have snacks? Do you guys want it right now? Do you think I should stand up and we should get it meow? Trouble! Alright, Loki, you're first then. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me get Freya for her snackies, because you know she just shows up over here. Alright, Loki, I know you were. No, you first. You're here first. You're here first. Come on, Trouble. Come on. Come on, get your mark. Oh, well, that's a position. Oh, yeah, this is much better. Okay, Loki. All right. There you go. Oh, okay. Come on. All right, boys. Yay, what's everybody having for snacks today? We're having cat snacks. Oh, Loki. All right, look. Oh. Loki, you're trying to steal all the snacks. You're stealing all the snacks. All right, that's enough snacks. You can't have all the snacks. We got to save snacks for later. All right, let's get back to sewing. Where did I put there we go. Oh, Loki, standing on the sewing machine. It is good that I don't have a project under the bed of the machine right now. Ah, snacks. Little man. What a troublemaker he is. Don't knock the camera over. And we're back. Wow, what a close-up. That's too far. Alright, well, let's have super close-up on the close cam. Oh, right, yeah, exactly, Ellie. Swat, my spot. That's mine. Indeed. Indeed. Okay. So maybe we'll advance the hoop and we'll do this reverse heart shape. Maybe okay, let me take out the hoop and think, because it doesn't necessarily need to be repeating on this section. I need something that's going to be organic. Okay, so this is Phoenix. We've done the repeat section and stuff where things are going to be the same. And now for this layer of gold work before the cut work that's more rigid, we get to be a little more free-flowy. So how do you want to do that? So we started this tendril here. Oh, what if we, instead of going up that way, hook it around? Yeah, let's just change that direction. Okay, let's actually first do a little cleanup work. You know what, Phoenix? Yes, super thrilling content. Let's take a moment and watch Phoenix trim threads from the wrong side of the project, but as unglamorous as much as it feels annoying. This is going to help make sure that these loose ends aren't getting caught up in the feed dogs and is problems we didn't need to encourage from happening, so we're not going to encourage it. Not trimming every little thing because I'm not going to. Some of these need to either. I'm just things that are obvious red ends that are too, at least in the little section we're working on, because I'm going to go through and do all of them right now. Just enough. Getting just enough. Welcome, welcome everybody. Oh, who we got? Yeah, we're coming along. People watching sports balls. Not me. Is there sports ball today? I don't know. Yeah, football. I don't understand. My family loves football. Love. Enjoys football. Do we make a point of watching it? No, but understands the rules. I do not understand the rules of that game. Throwing and kicking and pissing and matting. Would it get too funny, Phoenix? It's slice through kids you need. Yes, I'm avoiding this section where I haven't applied the flowers yet. I did start in that center back of the necklace because things are going to look funny. I will hide them in the back while I get my groove on for sort of more center frontish. There we go. I'm just gonna start where I left off, but on the new trajectory that I drew for this sword section. For the like I did the last time, now that I did my swirly, let's get the filler cord and couch it down, because who does not enjoy watching Phoenix do corded satin stitch, because it just makes things look better. Because pretty. Oh! Sorry about that. You didn't need to see what was going on over there. My cords. Getting this thread started. All that stuff. We'll just trim the end. I'm just going to leave this long strip I have that you can't see because my hand is in the way. Now, it is so cold at Gray. They are teasing me because they said it might snow. Then they take away the snow. But That's a foundation section. If you want to cover it over with the swirl, just do it. Oh yeah, did you see me? Oh, my hand was probably in the way, whereas I was just like every stitch splitting this filament thread. It sure is a doozy. It is. Definitely trying to add some organic texture, so I'm just gonna pull it a little extra taut and even more thoughtful for where my needle placement. Yeah, or just having one of those days. But little stitches. Happy little stitches. Well, and here is, I know we're like jumping around like, but I can kind of go. This chain is going to be the very borders of the piece. Oh, this is going to be so good. Well, just as well I like joke about how much time stuff takes me rather than actually calculate it, because I think I might make that. I know. Guesstimate. It doesn't matter. Maybe 40 hours. Might be 120. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I also use acrylic cues to just have another way to anchor the little bow flowers in place. Hello, Max. How are you? Happy Sunday. I hope things are seemingly well. Yeah, we are just stitching ourselves on this necklace for my mummers. Because when mom wants something, you try to make sure it's done before Christmas, even though she was like, there's no deadline, and then you're like, that's not really true. Oh, folks have had the best weekend it could have been. I know that we don't always have what we want, but I would need my food. I think a section that I'm not going to get to. I mean, it's orientation, but yeah, I wasn't sure how I was doing today, so I was like, Phoenix, you're gonna put on your fancy silks your fancy rags, you're gonna put on some lipstick, and you are gonna sew something really great. And here we are! The best workers and lurkers and best chat ever. At this I think I'm gonna disregard the original line I stitched here. I don't need it. I don't like it. I think at some point we're gonna have to start the footwork. And I do think I will. Oh, there's my words, Phoenix. We're gonna couch stitch. We're gonna do a row of satin stitching over all of this that we're laying down right now, because it'll make it look nicer in the end. It's just gonna work. I have another way to cover up all of those cut sections. It will be coming. Oh, Ellie, I can't believe you've been telling me to have an underbraider, and I just have had one in my collection the whole time and didn't know that I had it. We'll have to play with that one. All right. Oh, Phoenix has had a case of the dropsies. These. Now we have 2 curly Q sections done. Just gonna continue to outline and stitch curly Qs. Oh, did I? No. We'll just free the hoop from the underside of our project because that was unnecessary. Let's see. Also, we do have 3 and a bit more red flowers to stitch also. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, there's the back, and then there's, oh man, there's, oh, so much fun. I keep toying, maybe some smaller, like, cuffs and little things. Yeah, I'm just kind of being haphazard with these scrolls, like wherever it seems like they want to. Wherever I feel like they need to sit to just hold stuff together. This one doesn't have any. Should we go? Oh, where's my pencil? There we go. You are back. Perfect. Okay. Oh, yes, Allie's sneaking out. I missed it. Relax is sneaking in. Everybody's folks are around. Let's see here. So I was thinking I'm gonna take here. And then we can loop it around this way. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right. Okay. Right now we're just sewing down swoops and with our hoop halo. Because sometimes this project is just through divine inspiration. I don't know what's happening. I just let the stitches come through my hands and There's, oh, that's not the worst look ever, Phoenix. Oh, that's so funny. I was like, oh, I think I'm going to do this project by myself. But you know what I keep doing? I keep sharing it with you all because how could I keep this amazingness from the world? Because I'm so vain. I think that my show is about me. I'm so vain. Oh, that's good. I was just wanting to make sure that I could hoop up this whole swirly in one section. Gently pulling. I'm really being careful with the tautness right now to not pull too much. I really don't want to make it all piggly piggly. Oh, I'm so excited for this project. Thank you so much, everybody who gets to watch this amazingness. Because we have the best workers and lurkers. I realize, I know, it's the awe. You're like, what is happening? I do stitch magic. Magic is real. We sew it up here. No, don't be that pretentious, Phoenix. Just gonna tuck this away. Mostly so I don't have my arms pressing on it, because the worst is you're like trying to move the fabric and you're like, why isn't it moving freely? Oh, that's right. I'm squishing it. Did I throw my filler thread overboard again? Jeez Louise. There. Spool retrieved. Oh. Sorry, I was just checking in the camera how cute our clothes that we stitched are. That's right. I'm so vain. Oh, yeah. I almost could use something that resembles another spool holder for this filler thread so that I had a place to unwind from that was out of my way. Oh, I don't need it yet, Phoenix. We're just drawing the outlines. Jiminy Christmas. I guess if I was super bold feeling, I could just jump in with the padded satin stitching, but kind of like I would rather waste the thread to draw my little outline stitches and then just trace around. It's worth it to me. That's right, because no. It doesn't matter, it all has to get done. Yeah, because then we're just yammering. In these little sections here, we're gonna cut all of this out. We're gonna do cord stitching. We're gonna cut all this out and then just do some little black lines to fill it in. Hey, Pooper Duper! What are you doing? Where are we sewing? Aww. Can you, is there tea? Oh. How the tension on this spool changes as it goes from like super full to less full. You know, that's such a weird thing to be like, oh, Phoenix, why are you talking about that? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Allie. Yeah, it's shaping up to be something that something different. I'm here for the making of this, that is for sure. Oh, thank you. I know, everybody's tripping over their feet, dropping things. What's going on today? I'm just gonna catch this corner. Oh, that's right, you gotta go grocery shopping. I forgot what's going on today. Just come along here to the road. And we'll just drive back the way we came with the filler stitch. Yet again. Yep, there's gonna be a lot of this for the next little while. So stay tuned, but I'm not closing up shop yet. We're stuck with me sewing still. Fancy, and I just tucked the ends and made a little loop, and I'm gonna just back stitch here and just tuck in this long tail from the beginning. I could have used more golden thread and just really couched it. Oh, it's whatever. Oh, that Phoenix, take two. I managed to pull it out because I'm trying not to stitch through the thread. Oops. Pinch both of those and start our sand stitching. That's so funny. My brain also really enjoys this mixture of textures and matte and shiny finishes. Like a controlled color palette, but then adding interest in other ways is really, I really likes it. This place where it's like fluffed up is right by this flower petal, and it's all gonna get lost in your nose. Yeah, don't be afraid to play with your toys in different ways, or mix up different things that you like. But, oh, speaking of mixing stuff up, oh, okay, hold on a second, wait, girls. Okay, I just needed to think about my stitching for a second. Mummers went to a collage class, and you know what they used at some of the pieces for the collaging? Old crappy sewing patterns. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, the shapes, the textures, because we were joking about how we do not like fussy cutting. But just to have like the curve of the yoke or the shapes for the printed, for the pattern pieces. Who's touching me where they're not supposed to? You are not touching where you are supposed to. Yeah, so that was amusing to see. Fussy cutting. Oh wait, I'm so mean. Dove loves collaging and fussy cutting, so sometimes when I have to do something like that, I'll sweet talk him and I'll be like, oh, this. Can you do this for me? Oh, right, because my brain, this is good practice. I thought it would be fun when we are done with this project to try taking some thin gauge wire and laying that on some of the little bit of the tulle that I have left, because I cut up most of my tulle to make a faux feather boa out of tulle, and you know who cut up all their tulle and ran doesn't have enough. I confess, but we don't need that much tension. All right. Oh, where was it? Oh, right. So I don't have two bolts of tulle sitting on bolts anymore. I just have to stitch on what I have already cut. That's left over. What the fuck is happening? Let me check under the hood. Something doesn't sound right. And I don't want to be disappointed and see a whole rat's nest of fluff. Like, I suspected I heard happening. I heard that. What is going on? Why are you? Where was I? Oh, bracelets. Satin stitch over thin gauge metal wire on tulle pieces. Or, I mean, I guess we could try on water soluble stabilizer and couch the. I guess it would, no, well, it would need to be a rust proof metal if we want to do the water soluble one. We could do tulle or fine gauge stabilizer. So, oh yeah, we do have a buttload of stabilizer, the cutaway kind. So we would stitch the bracelet flat, cut it away, and then after it's all filled in, because there was some cute freestanding lace bookmarks. My brain and projects is I've got ideas longer than I probably have hours left in my life. I'm gonna go out on a limb and surmise that if you were a maker of any kind, that is probably true with whatever your chosen style of making is. I think it just happens. Unless you're in a slump, in which case I hope you get out of your slump soon and get back to making. I need to start making better stitches. What's going on? Who's not touching me nice? Everything looks fine. No, it's just all in my head right now. I'm being hyper vigilant and making up stories that don't need to exist. stitching is just fine. All that funny mess is got 3-eye atlas. I'm gonna have to break out the rhinestone glue and glitter because, oh yes, I didn't bring it out because I've got enough on my plate right now until I'm finished with stuff. Last year, when the fabric shop was going out of business, I got, is this message still, why do I have this too from yesterday? Alright, that we didn't need, that was funny. One of the fabrics, gray, but it has a quilted diamond mode, not quilted, but in the fabric is stitched diamonds already. You know what would be fun would be to paint glitter stuffs in each of the diamonds, because you know what is fun are those old-fashioned diamond-shaped Joker clown costume thingies. You know what sounds like a terrible use of my time right now? To cut all of the diamonds and stitch them together when we can just paint the diamonds that are already made and then glue on rhinestones. I like that idea better. Okay, swirlies swirling themselves on there. I kind of looks like it might be in our best interest to take a break from these swirlies for a second. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Let's do the next two leaves. Oh, that's funny. We've been kind of doing it every other, but we might well figure it out. No, because every one should have us. The bulk as we add stitches is a real thing. I'm not gonna try, there's a little pucker in the fabric here. I don't think I'm gonna try to pull the tautness out of it. It's gonna get cut away and I don't want it to get more funny. We do okay. That one looks kind of funny, but I'll fix it with the real stitching. It's a good thing I don't feel like sewing on ribbon trim because somebody has commandeered my dress on the floor. Yeah, and I'm not worried that I spent all this time sewing this swoopy-doo and I'm going to cover it. It's fine. This needs enough foundation to hold the big pieces together because when a little bit, a bunch of that is going to get cut away. Yes, exactly, Ellie. That can now become a premium pucker. It is. This pucker is extra. all these materials that I put the needle through it if it just all wants to splinter away. I do like this idea of like looping it over. Oh, which is good because then I can get a super nice point here. Yes, a new and improved premium pucker texture on all of your Blamo Jewelers jewelry products. If it looked perfect, it would look like it was a robot machine computer done. Yes, I almost joked about today's stream being analog swap. We don't bring you AI slop. We are all old-fashioned analog. Not well, not you know. You get it, right? Oh, well, sucks. Don't make me get out my juggling balls. I'm I don't need a Blamo ball massage yet. I forgot where I was driving around. One thing with all the different layers, in some sections it is starting to be bulky, but just adjust the pressure of everything. This one looks funny. You know what, Phoenix, take a breath. These swoopies they're not leaves, they're just ornamental swoopies. They can be different shapes. Stop overthinking it. Oh, fluffernutters. It has been a while. Oh, that's what caused that malfunction. I cannot remember the last time I broke a needle doing embroidery work, but looks like there's a spot on my thread. It's wound funny. Try that again. Oh, Phoenix, we need to change the needle. We got the bottom. Did I find the sharp pokey bit? But in the necklace still. No broken needles touching in the mummer's necklace, because that would be a disaster. Oh, you know what, Phoenix? Let's be super fancy and she'll use a brand new needle for this mummer's project because the mummers is my favorite. So I'm going to choose one of these skinny embroidery needles. Fresh from the package. It's been months since we broken a needle doing embroidery stitching. This time last year we had to have the needle break counter because boy oh boy, I remember at least one episode where Phoenix got frustrated. I think I called a show when we broke like 6 needles in a row and I was like, fluff this. We are not having a good time anymore. I guess we are slowly but surely improving our skills. If can't remember the last time we broke a needle live on air. Not too shabby. Oh, you know, it's the shape of this was confusing my brain too. It'll look better when it gets more filled in, but seeing the filler, the random twirly from the other section was making my brain like, why does this look so wrong? It's because it's just not there yet. As annoying as this thread is, I like that it's not the monofilament on a cotton or poly core, because then you'd have the whites showing and that would be yucky. Oh, Allie, hold out pinky finger. A new needle. It's new. Yes. New and improved. Just like we drink our tea. Ay, Allie, thanks for keeping me company in the chat. Because Rumble offers me the most amazing workers and lurkers, and same with the tubes too. Because I know I say it frequently, if I'm working on a project, I can't always take the time to either doing a thing or being in chat sometimes. I can't always do both. Where's Barjo? Where did I set my tubes? That's the sound of stitches connecting. There we go. Back in stitches again. What are you doing, Troubles? Who's outside? Is Jingle Bells outside? Is Kiko outside? You're just looking outside because that cat always trying to jump the fence. At least he was good getting his car ride back home the other day. Jiminy Christmas. But yeah, it just looks like these are more pointy. It is fine. It's on right there. Yeah, so I think maybe, not maybe, after projects for the mummers are done, we're probably gonna need some Only Feet episode playtime things. We're gonna need to play with only our feet. So we haven't played, we've got 2 feet that we haven't exploited to all of their things that we can try doing with them. We've got feet we've not tried yet. All the feet. I will. Oh, you can't. I'm going to oil up the presser thinger so I can loosen that up so we can try the shirring foot again to its full potential with the machine doing the work and not me. Don't. don't trim the threads where you might accidentally cut into it. And I'm going to do the same thing I did for the last one. I'm just going to spiral along our shape here. And I don't care what I cover up because it all is going to get covered. Happy stitches. Well, that's funny. I just was thinking about what I was wearing, that this collar is an example of the stitching, like if it was on a garment, but instead we're making a jewelry piece. Yeah. I know. It's kind of look like a bell, I think. That's funny. Moving out of the camera. When I pivot, I'm trying to have the filler cord be on the outside of the needle so that I can use that as a to anchor it in place while we pivot. I pivot the work. We need a hand pop. Hand pop, come help us. Oh, this is so funny. It kind of reminds me a little bit of making the Pasankis, the Ukrainian Easter eggs, or where you do things in reverse. Like, I'm doing all this stuff where you're not gonna, doing all these base layers that you're not gonna see as we go through and cover them all over, but they needed to be there, or this necklace would just not have anything, any structure. That one's a little bit more rounded bell. This is a little more pointy bell. These bells, whatever. They're just gold sheets. Next. Oh, sit up straight, boys and girls. Don't be slouching. If you could, unless you need to, but I need to not be all hunched over and funny. Let me just So there's this motif, and then here's this is how, let me see, you can get a sense. Oh, the curly cues. This is like squirrely, whirly pigtails. I'm gonna have to hand stitch this on. Oh, Phoenix, your fingers are always in the way. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, Phoenix, stop getting excited. Don't get too excited yet. You're not there yet. Gotta save some for later. Oh, this one I did even better than the last time. I don't think I'm really gonna have to go through and do all sorts of much filler stitching to cover up the any white sections. My squirrel brain was like, there's noises. What's bonking? What's going on? Where's those noises coming from? I just need to tell my brain to not be hyper vigilant. Actually, no, more of it's just like, know what's going on, but you don't need to be outwardly so reactive. You can just keep it all on the inside. Yeah, because these crinkles are going to work themselves out when I do the color grade. Don't stop worrying. It's going to be good. I'm not going to ruin Christmas this year. Oh, you know what? Let's trim. All right. One more little floopy doopy in the stitches. I don't think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, never mind. Scratch that. I am just gonna go through and stitch in between the layers just to add one more layer. Make sure everything looks nice and full. What's the most, if anybody ever made you a present, and what was either your most favorite gift that somebody made for you or the most horrific? You're like, oh my god, how do I pretend that I like this? Hello, Vesuvius. Welcome. I know how to do this. Vesuvius. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're, it's so funny, I just brought up holiday makes and stuff. I hope you're, oh yes, because you and your daughter have your stitching circle. I hope things have been good, and you've been scheming. Also, I think I try to remember weird things. I am working on, this is a necklace that I'm making for my mother. I'm just doing some gold work sections. Things that are going to be done more solid before I get into the cut work embroidery section. Your grandma made you a bonnet. How adorable. Oh, yeah. One year, my grandma made me and a sibling matching the fan quilt. Grandma's fan quilt, I think, is the name of the block. Okay, let's do this loop-de-doopy over on this next section. So can we hoop up and do 2 swoop-de-doopies? We can hoop up and almost do 3 swoop-de-doopies. Alright, swoop-de-doopies, it is time. Yes, okay. Now your middle school self was not appreciative. B-O say V-O. B-O say V-O. I remember you phonetically spelling this out. Oh, okay. You can do this. We can say fancy things. You know, yeah, it's hard sometimes depending on the age. I think I was young enough when she made those that it wasn't silly. They didn't make, and my grandma stopped making. I can't think of anything that was I decidedly remember being like, oh my goodness, oh I lost my other. Oh, come back, second screen. We'll do another hand pop. So much silliness. Yeah, that was a good one. My other grandma, oh, all the knits. I wish I still had or could still fit into some of the cute things I remember her making us, but I do have stuff. Okay, so there we've got some of our spiral swoop-de-doops. Now we're just doing these like heart bell-shaped swoop-de-doops and in between the red flowers. Except I need to remember though, in the very center section is going to be beads, and we're gonna use, this one is going to be a little bit different. But I still probably want to do the swoop-de-doops because the bead section is gonna be, ooh, should we, here, speaking of the beaded middle section, let me just lay them out for those who have not seen it yet. Oh, and I can show you what I'm gonna do for the closure for this. I'm gonna use this little thing with this button as the closure for this necklace on the back because I thought that would be cute. So I liked them better than this thingamajigger. I just didn't feel like that one. But alright, cutting it out. It goes like this. I got this oval. That one. Just B. B. Alright, B-O. This I could do. I was like, this. Thank you, honey. Oh, man. I love saying fun things, though. Okay. And there's the center of the necklace. And I thought that we would do guys here with the beads. So this is so mixed meat. There, all the things. We've got crochet, we have machine, needle, embroidery, we have cut work lace, we have some beads. I'm gonna use these beads as the center for our flowers, I think. Just one, all the things. It's gonna be this, oh, something you've never seen before. Alright, let me pick up the beads so I don't lose them. Oh, are you making any particular holiday gifts, or are you just winging it? Or is there not a particular holiday? Because I know I can't assume that everybody is a Christmas or a Hanukkah person. There's the Festivus, there's all the holidays, so cute. This is a really fun special project. Something different. So I do one technique when you can throw all of the interesting things at a project. You are definitely a Christmas person, and you are making a nutcracker wall hanging for your auntie. Ooh, that sounds fun. You're looking at my big holiday make. Now I'm getting the hang of these swoop-de-swoop things. That's all right. We start in the back so we can hide the ones that are a little funny looking. Ooh, and you're making a nativity table runner to go with the placements that you've already made for yourself. Ooh, that's good. And embroidered patriot portraits for some ooh la la. For some family members. You are feeling very ambitious. So you strike me as one who's been doing this for a while, so that you probably, hopefully, didn't bite off, stitch off more than you could, cut off more than you could sew. That's the analogy we're going to use. Just going to gently fold this. Yeah, so far this is this and the art quilt that I need to finish also for the mummers. They're the only things I think I have that I'm definitely doing. I'm toying around with the idea of starting. Oh, the machine does all of the work. Yes, it fair. I wish I enjoyed sewing with my Baby Lots embroidery machine more. I do need to take it out and make sure that the motor's not, give it a little oil and make sure I haven't seized the motor on there, because it has been quite some time. I should do that for my Singer too. Yes, my Singer Serger. Everything needs a little oil. Time for a little lubricant for all the machines. But yeah. I just don't love the pushing the button and having the machine take all the fun of the embroidery out of my hands. As crazy as this is and slow, I like it better. I only have to do it the way I like it. You get to make it however you like it. Actually, though, I can't lie. I really am just addicted to the sound of this sewing machine. That's really all there is to it. I just love the way it sounds. I just changed. I was like, I want that swoop side to be just a little bit bigger. So I stretched out the cording stitch and made it a little bit bigger because I can. Oops. Let's get this backwards. Supposed to be. I know. What's people's favorite sewing machines? I like my Singer 27, but I think I'm in trouble of. She's the one I just like right now. Oh, if I'm feeling super ambitious, I also have a quilt that needs to be quilted for a small human. But that is second to the Mummers thing. That's fine. Trouble, get away from the door. Get your fanny away from there. Stop that. Why don't you come here? Come on, Trouble. Come. Hey, you're not helping me. I need your help. No, I couldn't get a cat to come keep us company for a second. There we go. Oh, again, Phoenix, you are so good about keeping your hand right in the way of the camera. So good. Again, oh my god, you need to stop buying yourself shoes. $5, 5 pairs. You have 5 pairs of Skechers memory foams. Okay, you are on a shoe buying ban for a little while. Oh, you know what? These are kind of funny looking versions of ribbons, bow ties. Get the camera. Here, Ultra Best at hand cam. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting ready to change up the background tree. I else to do the other day. It's like, why do you no tree for a little bit, and then we'll put up the Christmas tree because we've got some leaves on our tree right now, but you can't really see it. So it's like, is it worth having a tree up right now? I haven't taken it down yet, so I guess the answer was yes. Oh, I remember one year I knitted a little backpack thing. That was fun. You've got one of those. You do have one of the fancy embroidery machines. You just change the thread. That's like my baby lock. I have one of those too. I just always fight with my Sophia. I don't know whether I mean to it and ask too much. The thread winding just got to me, and that machine is so noisy compared to this one. I do like it's got that programmed dinosaur stitch. One of these days, after the holiday sewing, we'll do some only shows, and we'll take out machines from their tiny holes. I'm gonna have to spend a couple hours just going through and trimming all the threads that I've collected so far. I will really not enjoy the process of like the 5 hours of thread cutting that I will leave myself if I don't do some now. Oh, somebody I saw for sale. It must be, I don't even want to know how much because it's from an industrial. Somebody must have been in t-shirt something because they've got full 80-yard rolls of fabric for sale that I don't want to think about because I want one of them. But an industrial sewing straight stitcher, serger, and embroidery machine. I don't even want to know because it would not surprise me if that embroidery machine even used was like $10,000 because it was one of the big fancy ones. Like Phoenix, you can't look at machines. You have plenty. You only have so many hands. Your living room already quasi looks like a Victorian sweatshop. No, I guess not quasi. It does kind of look like a circus costume shop. Yeah, just is what it is. Welcome to Living History with Phoenix Electric. I was thinking about being younger and going to this park that was nature trails. There was walking trails and a little pioneer house, and they would have the lady all dressed up and interpreting and making maple syrup outside over the outside cook stove, just stirring and watching the. I really loved those things as a kid. Just going and seeing the lady like using the drop spindle and stuff, and then I got to be an older person. I was like, I do all those things. Except right, Allie. I don't look for any. I don't look at machines anymore for you to get. Same. I really am tapped out of space and the feeling that I could give a machine a good home. So I'm glad I'm not really invested in that Davis vertical feed and stuff. Like, when you realize you can't be a steward and care for all of them, I think I'm gonna do what I did for the other ones and just drive along the in-between. Just make sure it all looks simple. Yeah. I don't know how William does it, but I know what I can do and what I can't do, and I'm with his father. I can't do more sewing machines. What I can do is sewing through more of my stash and using all of the machines. That's what I can do. Alright, so there's this little one done, and I can move on to next one. Let's start over here. Yeah, especially, I know, Ellie, the heart, if you hurts too much moving stuff around, and they're so heavy, like, they become a hazard after a while. Because not everyone is great as this table that's got the wheels on it, but then I always forget that the wheels are in a fixed location, so I can roll it parallel, but it doesn't spin on an axis. Ah, Ellie, the last machine took out your back. Right, I know this. Yeah, that. Ugh, when sewing machines do more, try to be problems. That would be like, ugh, that's so sucky. continue, just continue, I hope things just, I don't know, better is such a relative thing, but if things would just calm down and just get stable and not be more fluffed up, that would be nice. Thinking there's cats behind me, and there probably is, but they're really not behind me right now. Oh, and I will try this week to figure out how to get the chat on the screen to work, because it does bug me a little bit that I haven't been smart enough to figure that out. But I'm thinking about how to figure out how to fix it. So, we don't have a song that Alright, let's see if I can at least let's get a little bit more stitching done. Well, thanks. Should we try to do some extra long Saturday shows the next 2 weekends? How much holidays can we get a jump start on or a finish off on our holiday makes? Just to have them in the bag and done. Yeah, alright, I was getting lost in the filaments. That's going to be. What's touching? No, nothing. It's just me. Well, my ears are driving me crazy. I'm gonna blame it on being hungry. I keep the cat snacks. Not that cat snacks make me hungry, but sometimes. Tarot chat is there, but you need to look at it on the mirror and upside down, regular circuit style. Oh, that's so it. Oh, well, hold on. Is something working and okay, let me see something real fast here. Oh, that is funny. Why is it upside down and reversed? It is oh my god. It's working. But it was on the screen wrong and I just ignored it. Oh, Phoenix. Now I get it. Now I'm changing the size in OBS. So where I go to chat, is there it looks normal there. Do I need to shut down? Funny. Well, that's a way for folks to not want to. Since it's being, I'll just hide it for right now. Okay. do know how to get it to show up on screen. But next, what I need to do now. Did I close out of the stream? We're almost doing it. There we go. Okay, so what I need to figure out is how to make it so that it's in the right direction through Stream Ninja, social streaming. Okay. Well, that's good because I'm not sure if it showed up yesterday or if it did and I didn't see it because I tucked it into a corner. Okay. I am figuring out how to make this, how to be fancy. One stitch at a time. I'll move my hand so you can see better in a second. I kind of like bows. Ah, the new secret decoder. Exactly. Yeah, you have to know how to be fancy to read chat at the circus. Oh, because that's what my brain was thinking. Who needs a watermark when you can have backwards chat? Who's going to want to undo that? But then who wants to restream the circus? That will be the day. Now, with your goofy eyeballs, you're free decoder mirror, so you too can read the chat at the circus, because you have to be super cool to figure out the secret code message, because you know what's cool? Making stuff with your hands. That's cool. Exactly, Allie. See, yep, we had it. The new secret decoder mirror for Phoenix's stream from Blammo. It's all trademarked by the circus. Sponsored, not sponsored, by Blammo. And Allie says, now you can watch the secret chat with Phoenix like only Phoenix can. Yeah, because when I pull it up in OBS, I can read it. It reads the right way around. So that's funny. Is there a thing in here? Where's the patterns of which style? No, I don't want to touch anything while we're still live because knowing Phoenix will touch something that I shouldn't. But there is a limited time offer, and that would be funny. We'll just keep continuing to make gags at the show. We don't do we do ad reads for products we really are a fan of. Blammo ball blobs, googly, big special googly eyelets, and yeah. Oh, the decoder read the, yep, the chat decoder. Here I was thinking that the chat wasn't showing on the screen, but it was. It wasn't looking, and upside down and backwards for your chat reading pleasure. Because you never know what fun you're going to have at the circus, do ya? It's really satisfying to sewing the spirals and watching empty spaces become filled spaces. Oh, Ellie, are you making your drum balls again this year? Or are you taking a break from everything? I don't think I'm starting any like multi-big baking things. I did start making my list for Thanksgiving of what we were going to have and what I can start ahead of time. I haven't done that. I looked at this because I think Dove wants to make duck again. But duck for two is just easier than a big turkey all the time. I think he really just loves lovingly orange glazing the bird every half an hour for the last like 3 hours, 2 hours of cooking. 15 minutes. I don't know. He just sets the timer and just like, let me brush the bird. Ooh, Ellie, you made Christmas cake on the 12th. Now curing. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you are feeling well enough to make Christmas cake. Yeah, it almost feels like it's one of those years where I could go one of two ways. It's either going to be like, actually, there's only one way. We know what the choice is this year. Everything, more sparkle, more glimmer, more glitz, more. That's what I'm going to have. Or I would just like hide and do nothing. And I think it's a more is more year here at the holidays at the circus. We're going to just do everything that's over the top. Oh my god, welcome all how totally you on Rumble. You guys are the best workers and lurkers. And Allie. Thanks for having me on in the background of whatever it is you happen to be working on. I am making a necklace for my mom. Well, just keep sneaking in on me. You guys, head that way. Oh. Alright. Pretty good with the filling stitches. Oh, and did I just lose my needle? Let me take a second. Let's unhoop, see where we're at, because actually I need to move the hoop and take an inspection. Backside, not perfect, but not a complete disaster. So that we'll take it out. If I didn't make it, well, if I didn't take 5 goes mixing the cake, there would be no cake, right? Have to have the family for the cake Christmas. Mom and Dad would be disappointed. Oh, yeah. When they start to expect that you're going to do something after a period of time, then right, there's like, we don't want a mutiny. All right, here, let me stand up to the big camera. No. Let's not. We lay it back down. I wonder if I should iron this a little bit before we get onto the cut work to relax the fibers a little bit. And your brothers, right? Yeah, you definitely can't. Brothers, sometimes it's all right to disappoint, but mom and dad, there's that one is. Hence why we're making this necklace for the mummers and working so hard to try to get it out soon. So then don't have to stress about it being late for Christmas. Yeah, so that's good. They're a little different, but all the flowers are too. What to do? Oh, yeah. Twirling around. All right, boys and girls. I cut the thread. I am gonna say you all. Thank you, everybody who comes and hangs out. I think I'm gonna call it a show because I'm kind of really hungry. Because forgot to eat breakfast, and it's well past like Summer would say like lunch or dinner. And there's my other camera. So I'm gonna go step away from the machine for a few minutes. Probably do some more stitching because this isn't going to stitch itself. And all that jazz. But I will be back Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific time. We'll probably be working on this project until it's done. So stay tuned for more necklace making. But you guys are great. I'm gonna run around and do some other stuff. As Phoenix, stop blabbering. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great week until I see you all next. All right, TTFN. Bye.